procedures are some formalities which the legislators have to observe in the parliament as well as in state legislatures. Some of these are sessions. The president summons each house of parliament. Each house shall meet at least twice a year, and the interval between two consecutive sessions shall be less than 6 months. Normally, there are 3 sessions in a year. The budget session, which is from the month of February to May, the monsoon session, July-August, and the winter session, November and December. Quorum. The quorum means the minimum number of members required to be present in order to enable the House to transact its business. The quorum of Lok Sabha is 1/10 of its total membership. This means that the House cannot conduct its proceedings and pass bills and resolutions without the presence of at least 1/10 of its total membership, that is at least 55 members. The Speaker may adjourn the House or suspend the meeting until there is a requisite quorum. Interpolation. Right of the members to ask questions from the government, that is known as interpolation. Questioner. A member of the House may ask questions from the government on matters of public interest. Such questions are addressed to the chair. If admitted, the government is obliged to answer them. A member has to give 10 days notice of a question. First hour on every working day of the House is reserved for questions unless otherwise decided by the Speaker. The question hour is intended to keep the functioning of the government open to scrutiny by the members. There are 3 types of questions: start, unstart, and the short notice questions. Start questions are those in which a member wishes to have an oral answer on the floor of the House. Unstart questions are questions to which answers are given in a written form. No supplementary questions can be asked then. Short notice questions, they relate to the matter of urgent importance. Such questions are asked with a notice shorter than of 10 days. The 0 hour. The period which begins at 12 o'clock noon after the question hour is known as the 0 hour. Usually at 1 o'clock the members go out for lunch. The 0 hour therefore would not extend for more than an hour. During the 0 hour, members raise all types of questions without any permission or prior notice. The presiding officer controls the House when faced with heated discussions, charges, then the counter charges and the constant interruptions by the members. A resolution is also a motion which is presented to House on a matter of general public interest. A 15 days notice has to be given for such a motion. Types of motion. A motion is a formal proposal made by a member stating that the House should take up some particular matter which is of a public importance. With the help of the motion, the members draw attention of the government to take suitable actions regarding the particular matter. The following are important types of motion. Adjournment motion. An adjournment motion means a proposal to lay aside all other business and take up a definite matter of urgent importance. Such a motion leads to the interruption of normal business of the House. Adjournment motions are generally allowed on subjects such as railway accident resulting in the death of several persons, a daring dacoity, some natural calamity like a devastating flood or a tornado, or communal tension, etc. No confidence motion. No confidence motion is a proposal expressing lack of confidence in the ministry. The Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the entire Lok Sabha, including the members of opposition. No confidence in government is moved by the opposition. The House grants leave to move no confidence motion only when it has the support of at least 50 members. The motion has to be taken up for discussion within 10 days from the day on which leave is granted. On conclusion of the debate, the Speaker puts the motion to vote. If the motion is passed, the government has to resign. Censor motion. It is a motion censoring some policy of the government or of an individual minister. It may express indignation or surprise of the House at the failure of the government. The member should state the reasons why he is moving the censure motion. A censure motion is different from a no confidence motion. A motion of no confidence need not record the grounds on which it is based, but a censure motion on the other hand should specify the policies or acts that are being censored. Hope children you have understood all these kinds of motions under parliamentary procedures. They are very important. Now I will come to the legislative procedure. Means how does a bill become a law? Ordinary bills, all non-money bills are called the ordinary bill. An ordinary bill may be introduced in any of the two houses of parliament. It may be introduced by a minister in the government or by a private member. The process of considering a bill is called reading. A bill goes through 3 such readings in each house. The first stage is the introduction of the bill explaining its object. This is circulated in the house. A minister or any private member who introduces the bill gives a speech to explain the merits of his proposal. If the house is in favor of the introduction of the bill, it goes to the next stage. The introduction of the bill with all its formalities is known as the first reading of the bill. Now, at the second reading is a detailed discussion of the bill. Here, the bill may undergo changes. Members from different parties express their views on the bill, make suggestions during this stage. Sometimes, a bill is referred to a committee, as I mentioned earlier, various parliamentary committees, so that it may carefully study the bill and make the recommendations, suggestions to the members of the house. Finally comes the third reading. So the bill as a whole is put to vote. If passed by simple majority, it is passed by the house. The bill is then sent to the other house. The same procedure is followed. Finally, if it gets a majority and is passed in the other house of parliament, it goes to the president for his assent. Very important, president's assent. If the president does not give his assent, the bill goes back to the House of Parliament, asking them to reconsider. If the bill is sent back to the president without any change a second time, he must give his assent to it. After getting the president's assent, it becomes a law or an act. In case there is a deadlock between the two houses, President will call for the joint sitting of both the houses and it will be presided over by the speaker. Then the majority vote is taken in that case and then the decision will be taken. Now come to the money bill. We know that money bill, Lok Sabha, is very powerful, which can only originate in Lok Sabha with the prior sanction of the president. So a money bill can be introduced in the parliament only with the consent of the President of India. As far as the money bills are concerned, there is an important difference in the powers of two houses. As I told you earlier, Rajya Sabha can withhold the money bill with it only for the time period of 14 days. After that, the bill is considered as passed. So, this is the procedure regarding the money bill. Hope children you enjoyed this session. Thank you very much.